Your Highness.
Yes, no,
Prince Paul has approached the outpost and desires to be conveyed into your presence.
Must that man be with me everywhere I go? Oh, I suppose there's no help for him. Let him come to me.
He has brought another gentleman with him, his father's lawyer, Mr. Grog.
I do not wish to see the lawyer. He wants to press the marriage, and I'm far too busy conducting a war. The prince alone may enter.
Yes, Highness.
Gentlemen, I regret that I must entertain a prince for a few minutes. Would you be so kind as to march around the camp a few times while I'm busy?
Yes. Sergeant, give the order.
Sir, there are no more sergeants.
What? Oh, yes. Lieutenant, if you please.
Lieutenants, face.
What's wrong with you men?
Oh, Lieutenant, I hereby promote you to captain.
Lieutenants, face. Forward.
Please remain close by. If I need you to end this audience, I'll signal you.
Yes, Highness.
Your Highness, my darling.
Only the first title, Prince. I have not yet accepted the second. Why on earth are you dressed that way?
Gad, do you like it? I know how much you like military men, so I had Antoine make a uniform for me. Sink me, I think he's captured the military look nicely. Does it inspire an emotion in you?
Oh, yes, a very strong one.
Then we shall be married at the front. Courageously chic. Eh, what? I'll have Antoine make uniforms for everyone. Well, not the camp followers, of course. We'll do them in something that says peasant in colored silks.
Oh, Prince, you mistake. There can be no wedding. Yet, I'm far too busy fighting a war.
Oh, I'll do all the planning. Fight as much as you like. It'll only take a day.
Oh, I can't spare a day.
Well, sink me. It's always something. It seems as though you'd rather not marry me at all.
Oh, Paul.
Oh, it's dashed embarrassing, Christine. If I may have no hope, tell me now, so Daddy can put me on to another Grand Duchess. One who isn't so busy.
Oh, Paul, there's always hope. It may be sooner, it may be later, but in the meantime, we'll still be allies.
Odds fish, one can't kiss an ally. I have come here to be married, and that is what I must be. I've spent all my allowance. Confound it, I'm beginning to think I cut a ridiculous figure.
Indeed.
And people are beginning to talk. And, oh, the newspapers. Well, I tell you. Today our Duchess is contrary to whether she will tie the knot. To Paul the prince she was to marry, but whom she seems to have forgot. And while this writer has to rate him a very marriageable fish, Her Highness does appear to hate him, and that is not as he would wish. And while the man's a silly dandy, few noblemen can offer more. Oh, and that is what they take me for. And that is what they take me for. Within the columns of the Gerolstein Gazette and shopping at Times Up.
And that is what they take me for.
And that is what they take me for. Within the columns of the Gerolstein Gazette and someone claiming half a brain. But if the truth can bear relating, the search most likely is in vain. Prince Paul's no worse than any other. His set is famous for the fool. We know at least who was his mother. He's young enough and doesn't drool. The prince would make a splendid husband, although he's a crashing bore. And that is what they take me for. And that is what they take me for. Within the columns of the Gerolstein Gazette and shopping times are.
That is what they take him for.
And that is what they take me for. Within the columns of the Gerolstein Gazette and shopping times.